Hello guys, welcome to this tutorial. And in this tutorial, we'll be talking about HTML symbols and entity. But first of all, we'll be taking a good look at HTML entity. Before I go into deep explanation and everything we talked about today, I want you to know that this tutorial is a very long tutorial, so maybe we have to break it. And as I'm thinking of breaking it, I think we'll break it up to 5 parts. So we're going to have HTML symbol and entity, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Just like the HTML list, in which we have part 1, part 2, part 3. So in this tutorial, mostly we'll be taking a look at some useful HTML entities that we need to know. But first of all, let's define HTML entities. HTML entities can be defined as those characters that are not present as those characters that are not present on our keyboard, but we really need them in our web page or on our website. Let me come again. HTML entities are those characters that are not present on our keyboard, or we really that are not present on our keyboard, and we really need them to display on our web page on our website. But some are present on our keyboard, but they are not really able to function if they are not written in form of code. So first of all, I want you to know that those entities are like some things we have to display but are not on our keyboard. For instance, like this $sign is on our keyboard now. As we want to display Europe sign or have to display cents, you understand? It is not there, so we need to write it in form of code in our HTML documents. So first of all, let me just put something like H1. So useful HTML entities. So first of all, you can see I copied and pasted everything here so that I won't forget some things I want to talk about. But I want you to know that you can just print your screen if you're on the system. Press function print screen, and that's for those on the Windows, but I don't really know for those on the Mac how to screenshot on your screen. But for the Windows, just press print screen and then go to your paint menu, you control V, and you turn it into a picture, so you'll be able to jot these things down, and you can usually jot it down, pause the video and jot it down. So firstly, we'll be talking about the less than and greater than and some other things, but I'm not really sure whether I'll be able to cover everything I wrote there, and if I'm able, thank God. So let's just go there. First of all, let's write the tag. So if I want to display everything here in our website, we need the greater than and the less than, and if I want to display it, it won't display because why? The interpreter or the compiler or what reads the web browser that reads the code, we change it to a code or to a tag. Like when I say want HTML to display, and I want an HTML, that HTML to display, you see it is not displaying. Can you see that this HTML is not displaying? Why is it not displaying? Because the Opera Mini or the Chrome or Safari or the web browser you are using is thinking it is a code. So you need this greater than and less than, and this greater than less than, they are represented in two entities. Is either you write ampersand LT or ampersand #60. But for Nigerians, I don't really know for other countries, they don't really call this ampersand in their normal school. It is called and symbol. But I believe in coding and maybe in normal, I'm not really sure. Maybe in the normal world, maybe it's just Nigeria that are calling it and. Maybe in the normal word is also called ampersand. So you can see ampersand LT, or you can write ampersand #60. So let's come back here, and I'll just write LT and LT. Put your semicolon, so the Opera Mini or your web browser or your Chrome will be able to know that is an entity. GT. Put your semicolon, and then I can just decide to write doc type HTML. So I can just decide to come back here and write and LT, or this time around let me use the one in form of numbers. I said they can be displayed in two ways, so now I'm just gonna use and #60, put my semicolon, alright, and #62. So put my semicolon and here write HTML. It's as if I want to start coding doc type HTML title, but I won't go to that because you still have a lot to cover, and you know it's data you're wasting to watch this video. So you can see it. You can see doc type HTML. You can continue just coding everything down. You can see the function of the less than and the greater than, and they can also be represented in numbers, but you have to put your hash symbol. But in letters, I prefer the letters because I'm really familiar with letters. I'm not really good at piling up numbers on my head. So you can see that, and LT and less than. So that's that. Next one I really want to cover is the copy. You know, your copyright. Like, let me just show you what I mean by copyright. You know, in some company that they don't want other people to steal their information or some other things, you know, especially for novels, literatures, textbooks, and some other things, they write copyright. No part of this book should be transmitted in form of media, social, you know, stuffs like that. So you can just write it in HTML. I can just write Vicsad global technology and write copy 2020. So it will display as the copyright logo and it will be displayed as Vicsad Global Technology copyright 2020. And if you don't really understand them, just put something that make you understand. Copyright meaning I have a copy, I have to write to that copy that I filmed. So you can see the what can I say, the distinct logo, the distinct symbol, the copyright symbol, which is also here. I see the copyright symbol here, but why is it displaying here? I copied it from a website and pasted it here for us to use as a tutorial. And you can see that it's also represented with ampersand hash 169. So the next one I really want to talk about is what we call the trademark. So in this next one I'll be talking about lingo record label. For instance, now if record label, like, you know, you don't want another person to be using that your mark or that your symbol or that your name, you'll have to put a trademark so they will know that wow, it is a trademark. So just like lingo record label and write ampersand. You put your ampersand. Oops, I'm not really good at putting the semicolon. If you don't put the semicolon, it doesn't make you a really good coder. So that I've tried to put the semicolon. Even if you don't put it into display, but for you to be a good coder, try to put semicolon. So just write trade. So I'll put my semicolon. Come back here, save it. Oops. Save it and then refresh. Can you see lingo record label? Can you see TM trademark? But you know that before you can put trademark, you must have registered. So I can just put I'll be talking about to register now. You need to put the the registered logo. I'll just write and just this command. Let me use Vicsad Academy. So right and reg. So come back here, save it, and then refresh. Can you see Vicsad Academy registered? So you can get for instance now, if it's lingo record label, first of all you have to put the registered. You can only put the registered because before you can say something is a trademark, you must have registered it, so that if another person wants to register, the person will be told, oh, sorry for that mistake. They will tell the person that it is a company is already behind that and it is their trademark, so you can't register. Sorry for this mistake, slip of tongue. So that's that. And the next one now is about money. So I can just decide to say I have 50 euros. I have 50 euros. So I just write and 50 euro and see I have 50 ampersand Europe semicolon, or you can call it I have 50 and Europe semicolon. So save it. You can see I have 50 Europes, the Europe symbol. So I can also use I have 50 yen. come back here, save it, and then refresh. So you can see, and you can also say I have 50 cents. As a musician, but he's a dead musician, so you don't really have to talk about that, because we are not talking about musician, but discussing about latest technologies and about coding. So you can see I have 50 cents. You can see it's represented with the symbol, and if you see that I've not covered some other thing like the pound, I'm sorry, you can just screenshot it if you are watching this video on your phone, and if you are watching it on your system, you can just print screen as I've said earlier. So that's all for this tutorial. I'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my videos. And if you have any comments or any problem or any question, just message me or mail me at vicsadacademy@gmail.com. Bye.